Set to go, Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for... The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Love from the gun. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Love now to pass on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Love, they go play action now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Let's go do this thing, man. Let's go, man. It's game time.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Now Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love looking to throw it. Finds his receiver, Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Packers first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To the air again, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Love over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. First down, Love to pass. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Love now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Love. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love looking to throw it. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes, but now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. It's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go. Ready.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's all over, a Green Bay victory, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.